Hello, dears. Me here with your online class. So now we're going to start the class, and before starting our class, I would like to request you to hold a pencil on your hand so that you can underline the tough word and also the important sentences. So, my dear, do you remember where we have left on the previous class? Okay. So before starting my class, I would like to say something to you all, okay? So please do your regular studies at home because very soon we are going to conduct the exam. We are going to conduct the half yearly exam for you all. So please be sincere and read seriously, okay? Now let us come to our class. On the previous class, we were at page number 21, and the name of the chapter is The Selfish Giant, and chapter 5. So this page we had done, and we stopped till here, till board, right? So what was the story till here? Do you remember what was the story till here, till board? So let me revise for you, okay, in brief, in a very short way, okay. So here in this story, we all know that there was a huge person, and the person is called Giant, right? So there was a playground over here, right? And the playground belonged to this giant, okay. So the small child used to go to the playground and used to play there. But what happened once the giant was not in his place? That means he had been to his friend place for how many days? For 7 years, okay. For 7 years this huge giant had been to his friend place, and after 7 years when he returned from his friend place, he saw that this child were playing over here in this beautiful garden, okay. And this giant says that giant used to say that this place is mine, okay, and I only have the power in this place, okay. So this giant scold these children, why you people are coming over here and playing? It's my place, you have no right to come over here, right? So looking this huge giant, big giant, these children got scared and they run toward their home, right? So now so after what happened? So after that, the giant thought that no, this is my place. If these children will come every day to play here, they may snatch my place, okay. Snatch mane karilua, okay. This small child may snatch my place, okay. So thinking so, he built the wall around his garden and put up a notice board, okay. So he built a wall around his place, around the garden, and he put a notice board, okay. Now let us see what is the notice board over here. Trespasser will be prosecuted, okay. See here, this small children is just holding the gate, okay. They are holding the gate on their hand and looking the trees. Trespasser will be prosecuted, and this giant sitting there and watching the small child because they want to get inside. But this giant had put a big wall here, and he had put a board over here saying that trespasser will be prosecuted, okay. So what is the meaning of trespasser now? Okay, you can note it down. A person entering someone's land or property without permission. That means this child is a trespasser. Without his permission, they are entering inside. Okay. And what is the meaning of prosecuted? To bring legal action against for redress or punishment of a crime or violation, okay. That means a person who will enter this place garden, that means they will be getting punishment, okay. Now let me read for you all. He was indeed a very selfish giant. The poor children had now nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road, but it was very dusty and full of hard stones. They used to wander round the high wall when their lessons were over. They often talk of the beautiful garden inside, how happy we were there, they would say to each other. Now, what is said over here is that he was indeed a very selfish child. Now, you see, the small children, the innocent children used to play here. They used to be happy playing inside the garden with the beautiful flowers, beautiful plants, beautiful trees, right? But this giant was so selfish that he put a wall and he put a board also. So it is said that indeed at the last we can say that this the giant is a selfish giant. And the poor children now, they used to roam here and there because they have no place to play. Okay, they tried to play on the road, but it was very dust and full of hard stone, and the small children want to play on the road also, but the road is full of dust, okay, and full of hard stones. Because if a child will fall down on the road, if the stone will hurt, they will get injured, right? So they used to wander around the high wall when the lesson were over, and when they finished the studying, when the lesson we used to get over, they used to roam here and there. They just around the wall, they used to come here, they used to go there because they want to get inside. Okay, they used to talk among themselves, among their friends. They used to talk that how happy we were, okay, when the garden, when there was no wall here, we used to go inside the garden and we used to play. But now this selfish giant had put a big wall and we cannot play also, right? The small child used to talk among themselves. Okay. Now let us see. Then the spring came all over the country. There were beautiful flowers and lovely little birds. Only in the selfish giant garden, it was still winter. Here there were no flower, no bird came to sing in it. The plant and trees had forgotten to blossom it. Okay, here it was because there was no children among them and they were all very sad. Now what it is said over here is that now spring times came, because when the spring times come, flower used to bloom. Okay, the flower used to blossom. Okay, and all over the country there were beautiful flower all over the world, all over our universe. There were beautiful flower and little bird used to chirp. Little bird used to sing a song, beautiful song. Nice bird, beautiful bird used to come. Okay, but only the selfish giant, but only in this area, in this garden, only this selfish giant place, there were no flower. Okay, nobody used to come. The plant and tree had forgotten to blossom, and it is said that the tree and the flower also forgot to bloom now. ফুল পাহৰি গলে. Okay, and because there were no children among themselves, and they all are very sad now, and it is said that all the trees, plant, animal, children, everybody are very sad in this area. Okay, spring has forgotten to come in the garden, said the snow to the frost. So we will live here all the year round. Now it is said that spring season had forgotten to come in this beautiful garden. Okay, now spring didn't come over here because no flower are because we cannot see the flower or what flower are blooming, right? No birds are coming over here. Okay, and said the snow to frost. Now we will be living over here all the year round. Okay, let us see over here. And they invited the cold north wind also to stay with them. The north wind came, and he would roar about the garden all the day and night. He blew all the chimney pots down. Now it is said that, and they invited the cold north, and now this snow in the forest and the frost and the other children invited the cold north wind, and they also told that also to stay with them, and also they told that we all will stay over here. the north wind came and he would roar. And the north wind came because the north wind was invited, and he came, and the north wind came and he would roar about the garden. And the north wind used to roar. Roar means what, you know? Did the lion roar? We say, right? To make a sound, yes or no? And he used to roar about the garden all day and night, all the day, all the night, the entire day and night they used to roar. He blew all the chimney pots down. What is the meaning of chimney pots? We can see over here. Chimney pots means a metal pipe at the top of the chimney. We all know what is chimney, right? So he blew all the chimney pot. They used to blow the chimney pot down. Okay, so my dear, we'll stop here for today. On next class we'll do from here. Okay, thank you, have a nice day. You will study thoroughly, okay, and try to understand by yourself.